The man who allegedly killed his 3-year-old stepchild and allegedly severely assaulted his 7-year-old sibling will appear in court this morning. The toddler's body was recovered on Friday afternoon after an extensive search on a farm near Tongaat. Our reporter Silethiwe Ndlovu, who's at the court this morning, joins us now live to give us more details. Silethiwe, a very good morning to you. Must be a very tough time for that family that is out in court today. What have you observed so far in court, and is the family there in numbers?
Well, those family members have not arrived as yet, Katleho, but we did have a conversation just this morning with the aunt, and they did mention that that 7-year-old is still in hospital, so a lot of them are still with that 7-year-old. But as you said, on Friday, there was that issue of a 7-year-old that was severely assaulted, allegedly by the stepfather, and you would have heard on Friday, we spoke to a lot of farmers that stated that they found that 7-year-old after he collapsed as he was trying to make his way back to the farm. And just some of his injuries, Katleho, we do know that he was hacked. He had open wounds on his head, a lot of injuries on his face, and even some defense wounds. We know that, Katleho, there was also that issue of the 3-year-old that was missing on Friday morning, and we saw an extensive search from different departments at that particular farm near Tongaat. Now, the issue, Katleho, started when the search was resumed on Friday morning, where it was quickly called off after the alleged suspect was apprehended by the police. Now, after he was brought back to the farm, he was then asked to point out where that 3-year-old was. And unfortunately, Katleho, to the shock of everyone that was at that farm, the 3-year-old was found deceased, not so far from some of those units where he stayed. So today we are expecting to see that suspect, and we're also expecting to hear some of those charges that have now been leveled against him. And also, Katleho, we will wait to see if those angry community members will also be making their way to the court, as there was a lot of uproar from them regarding that particular incident, Katleho.
And just in conversation with some of the family members, do you know what led to this incident? Was there an altercation between the suspect and the children's mother?
Indeed, Katleho, we do know that 3 days before that incident took place, it seems as if there was an altercation between the mother of the child and the alleged suspect. Now, we were told that the suspect initially was after the mother of those two children, but unfortunately, when she escaped, unfortunately, she left her children behind, and that's how this whole incident came about, which is what we heard from the community members, as they stated that the major issue that they find with this particular case is the fact that there's also gender-based violence that is involved. But it's unfortunate, Katleho, that those children have now suffered after, that mother was the initial person that they were after.